Welcome to Hearts Recycled. I'm Dennis. As a side footnote, before you hit that 60-second timer, I'm using the King James Version, so the word will come directly out of King James. And I'm jumping into the 7th chapter of Corinthians, where Paul's addressing the church of Corinth regarding divorce, remarriage, and so forth. Somebody can go ahead and hit that 60-second timer. All right, here we go. The word unmarried is used 4 times in the Bible, all 4 times in the 7th chapter. The word unmarried is inclusive of all those living in singleness, whether it be widow or widower, those that are divorced, those that were never married, virgins. Paul is including all of those under the word unmarried. Let's stop the tape for a second right there. The word unmarried, it is still being used today in the same way that Paul used it. Everybody remembers SBA. SBA, Small Business Administration, was the conduit used for the PPP loans during the 2019 pandemic, what have you. I recently applied for a SBA loan, and they asked 3 questions to quantify whether I had any other responsibilities beyond myself. They asked, are you married? Are you unmarried? Are you legally separated? So you can see, for anybody who lost a spouse, widow or widower, you would fall under the category of unmarried. Anybody divorced, you would fall under the category of unmarried. Anybody living in singleness, you would fall under the category of unmarried. So we can see that still today, federal government's using the word unmarried to be inclusive of those who are divorced. Merriam-Webster also agrees. I would say this in closing that statement: there are a lot of people who do not believe the word unmarried is inclusive of those divorced. And I would say that the miracles of love are annulled by corruption, and the word corruption would be any change of intent or meaning of a word. And I think by not accepting the word unmarried is falling under the category of corruption. You are changing the meaning and intent of that word. So I think it's very clear the word unmarried is inclusive of those divorced. Let's start the 60-second timer. So Paul addresses those, and he is saying, hold it. Let's try that one more time. Start the clock. So in the 7th chapter, Paul is discouraging the church of Corinth from anybody getting divorced. Certainly, he's discouraging that. But he is also encouraging those who are living in singleness, who do not have the talents to stay and live a good quality single life. He's saying, look, if you can't, I understand. The Lord understands, and rather than burn, it's better to be married, and so on and so forth. He says there's a couple different ways. You can look these all up yourself. So I would say you can stop the tape there. We've, I think, hit everything under 60 seconds. We'll go into some of the stuff a lot deeper if you like. Leave your comments, and hope you enjoyed this little bit about divorce and remarriage. We all know it's not healthy. We all know its ripple effects are unmeasurable. God hates it. We all hate it. We all have done our best, but sometimes our best wasn't good enough. And for those that are divorced, those that are remarried, even those that really maybe their divorce and remarriage was cloaked or has a scaffolding of immorality, I think when we come to him and we're those people who fall under that, I think the Lord loves them just as much as he loves everybody else. So anyhow, hope for us all, perfect hope. Again, take care. Join again.